Good morning students, I am Bharati, your accounts teacher. In the last class, you saw about accounts from incomplete record. Just recall the previous topic. What is incomplete record? When accounting records are not strictly maintained according to double entry system. So these records are called incomplete accounting records. Generally, cash account and the personal account of customers and creditors are maintained fully. So in this class, we are going to see about statement of affairs method. What is the statement of affairs? A statement of affairs is a statement showing the balances of assets and liabilities on a particular date. The balances of assets are shown on the right side and the balances of liabilities on the left hand side. It is prepared from incomplete records to find out the capital of a business unit on a particular date. So this statement resembles a balance sheet. So the difference between the total of assets and total of liabilities is taken as capital. What are the formula of capital? Assets minus liabilities. So now let us see the format of statement of affairs. So see the format of statement of affairs in the books of statement of affairs as on date, month, year. So right hand side all the assets item will be shown it, and then left hand side all the liabilities items are shown it. So first in the asset side, so all the assets items I will read one by one. Cash in hand, cash at bank, centric debtors, bills receivable, stock in trade, prepaid expenses, fixed assets. And then left hand side centric creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft. So the difference between assets and liabilities is known as capital. That is a balancing figure. Coming to question number 6, page number 9. Look at the book, students. Read the question. Following are the balances of Shanti as on 31st December 2018. So balance sheet is given in the problem. Bills receivable, bills payable, machinery, furniture, centric creditors, stock, debtors, cash. So prepare a statement of affairs as on 31st December 2018 and calculate capital as the date. In this question, find out the capital value. This problem, find out the calculate capital value. So first, following are the 3 steps to be followed to find out the profit or loss. Step 1, ascertain the opening capital. This is the beginning of the year. And then step 2, ascertain the closing capital, end of the year. And the last step, so to ascertain the profit or loss, applying the missing information format. Do you know the format of missing information? Okay. So we're coming to question number 6. Machinery, furniture, stock, debtors, cash. So these are items or assets value. So it should be write one by one. In the books of Shanti, statement of affairs as on 31st December 2018. So right hand side mention the assets and left hand side have to mention liabilities. So cash 4,000, stock 45,000, debtors 70,000, bills receivable 6,000, machinery 60,000, furniture 10,000. And the liability side, centric creditors 25,000, bills payable 4,000. So first total the asset side value. So asset side value total amount is 1,95,000. The same amount will be represent for both sides. The asset side of the total value is 1,95,000. Liability side just 29,000 only. So assets value irundhu liabilities value deduct பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு கிடைக்கிற remaining value 1,66,000. So in this value is known as capital. What is capital? To find out the capital of business. Then coming to illustration 7. On 1st April 2017, Ganesh started his business with a capital of rupees 75,000. He did not maintain proper book of account. What is my proper book of account? This is a incomplete record. Following particulars are available from his book. So in this problem, balance sheet value is available. So particulars: cash 5,000, stock of goods 18,000, bills receivable 7,000, furniture 3,000, land and building 30,000. Debtors 16,000, creditors 9,000, cash at bank 24,000, bills payable 6,000. The question is, during the year he withdrew means drawings. Withdraw அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Withdraw, what do you mean by drawings? A proprietor takes some amount for personal use. So withdrew rupees 15,000 for his personal use. He introduced further capital rupees 20,000 during the year. So in this value is known as additional capital introduced. So question is, calculate his profit or loss. So how to find out the profit or loss? With the help of the statement of affairs format. Find out the capital value. Statement of affairs of Ganesh as on 31st March 2018. So asset side value: cash 5,000, cash at bank 24,000, stock of goods 18,000, debtors 16,000, bills receivable 7,000, land and building 30,000, furniture 3,000. And the left hand side, liabilities value: creditors 9,000, bills payable 6,000. The difference value is known as capital. The first you have to total the asset side value. Asset side value, total value is 1,03,000. The same value will be the same value represent for both sides, 1,03,000. The next assets value, the liabilities value deducted from assets value. Asset side 1,03,000 and liability side 15,000 only. So 1,03,000 இருந்து 15,000 deduct பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடியது 88,000. So in this value is known as capital. The next step, to find out the statement of profit or loss. Statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st March 2018. What are the format of missing information? Closing capital, add drawings, less additional capital introduced, less opening capital. The result will be known as profit or loss. Okay. Closing capital as on 31st March 2018, 88,000. Add the amount of drawings to the closing capital, 15,000. Then after 1,03,000 இருந்து deduct the amount of additional capital introduced during the year, 20,000, and then totally 83,000. This value is known as adjusted closing capital. And the last step, ascertain profit value, profit or loss by subtracting opening capital from the adjusted closing capital. So நம்ம adjust பண்ணி பார்க்கும்போது the result is 8,000. In this value is known as. So go to illustration 8. David does not keep proper books of accounts. Following details are given from his records. So students, it's a very important problem. Sixth one problem only find out the capital value, and then seventh one problem opening capital value is given in the question. You have to find out the closing capital and profit or loss. But in this problem, 2 years balance sheet is given. The first year 1/4/2008 value is given, and then 31st March 2019. The first 1/4/2008 will be considered to the beginning of the year, and then 31st March 2019 to be considered to the closing capital value. And one more adjustment. During the year, he introduced further capital of rupees 45,000 and withdrew rupees 2,005 per month. So underline this word, per month. Per month means a proprietor takes some amount for personal use is the withdraw. A proprietor will take 2,500 per month. அப்படின்னா throughout the year அவர் எவ்வளோ எடுத்திருப்பாரு அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ 2,500 multiplied by 12. Okay. In the books of David, first one step is calculation of opening capital. There are 3 steps have to be followed in this problem. The first one, calculation of opening capital, and the second one step is calculation of closing capital, and the last step, ascertain the profit or loss. So first one step is calculation of opening capital. Statement of affairs as on 1st April 2018. First, all the assets value will be entered in the right hand side. Cash 43,000, stock of goods 1,20,000, centric debtors 84,000, business premises 2,000, 2,50,000, not 2,000, 2,50,000, furniture 33,000. And then left hand side, write all the liabilities value. Centric creditors 1,05,000, loan 25,000. So all the assets and liabilities will be entered for both sides. First total the asset side value. The asset side total value is 5,30,000, but liability side 1,30,000. The highest value 5,30,000. The same value represent for both side, assets and liability side. So what are the formula of capital? Assets minus liabilities. Assets value 5,30,000 and liabilities 1,30,000. So assets value and liabilities value deduct பண்ணும்போது 4 lakhs. Remaining value is 4 lakhs. In this value is known as capital. This is a beginning of the year ன்றதால நம்ம இதை opening capital consider பண்ணிக்கணும். And then next step, calculation of closing capital. Statement of affairs as on 31st March 2019. The same procedure has to be followed. All the assets item will be entered into the right hand side. So cash 29,000, stock of goods 1,30,000, centric debtors 1,10,000, business premises 2,50,000, furniture 45,000, and then left hand side liabilities side, centric creditors 1,02,000, loan 20,000. So first add the asset side of the value. First total the asset side of the value. The total value is 5,64,000. The same value represent to both side. Already 2 capital values find out, and the last step to ascertain the profit or loss. So statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st March 2019. With the help of the missing information format, find out the profit or loss. Closing capital 4,42,000. Add the amount of drawing to the capital. So drawing per month 2,500. So throughout the year multiplied by 12. So answer is 30,000. So closing capital, add the amount of drawings to the closing capital is total 4,72,000. Then after deduct the opening capital as on 1/4/2018 value 4 lakh. So then after deduct the amount of additional capital. This value is known as adjusted closing capital. Ascertain profit or loss by subtracting opening capital. So 4,27,000 வந்து adjusted closing capital வந்து opening capital deduct பண்ணும்போது 27,000 நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். இந்த வேல்யூ தான் நம்ம என்னவா கன்சிடர் பண்ணா, in this value will be considered profit. So profit for made during the year ending 31st March 2019, 27,000. Go to illustration 9. Ahmed does not keep proper books of accounts. Find the profit or loss made by him for the year ending 31st March 2018. So 2 years balance sheet is given in this problem. Ahmed had withdrawn rupees 40,000 for his personal use. He had introduced rupees 16,000 as capital for expansion of his business. This is the additional capital introduced. A provisions of 5% on debtors is to be made. So plant is to be depreciated at 10%. So there are 3 important points in this problem. The first one is the first year value la CR, second year value la DR கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. CR na credit அப்படி கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கணும், DR na debit value னு அர்த்தம். CR na in this value is enter into the liability side. So in this value is enter into the asset side. And then another one is provisions of 5% on debtors is to be made. Provisions means not recoverable value. So centric debtors வந்து 5% நம்ம மைனஸ் பண்ணி காமிக்கிறது தான் present centric debtors ஓட value. And then plant is to be depreciated at 10%. So depreciate அப்படிங்கிறது used or unused every year find out the depreciation value for only fixed assets. So ரெண்டு நம்ம adjustment வந்து இந்த sumsல பண்ண போறோம். The first one is DR and CR post பண்ண போறோம். And then another one is depreciation and provisions for bad and doubtful debts adjust பண்ண போறோம். There are 2 adjustments in this problem. The same procedure as followed. In the books of Ahmed, there are 3 steps have to be followed. Calculation of opening capital is the first step. So statement of affairs as on 31st March 2017. First we take asset side value. Cash in hand 800, stock 12,000, debtors 34,000, plant 80,000, furniture 40,000. In the left hand side, enter into the liabilities value. Bank overdraft 14,000, creditors 60,000. So add the total value of asset side. So asset side value 1,66,800 and 74,000. So liabilities value deducted from the assets value. Applying the formula, find out the capital value. What are the formula? Assets minus liabilities equal to capital. Assets value 1,66,800 and liabilities value 74,000. So remaining value 92,800. In this value is known as capital. What is by capital? The difference between assets and liabilities. The difference value தான் நம்ம என்னவா கன்சிடர் பண்ணோம்னா கேபிட்டலா கன்சிடர் பண்றோம். இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர்ன்றதால இத ஓபனிங் கேபிட்டலா கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். And then second step, calculation of closing capital. Statement of affairs as on 31st March 2018. Asset side value, bank balance 18,000, cash in hand 1,500, stock 16,000. So debtors. So listen carefully. Debtors. What are the adjustment? Provide 5% on provision for bad and doubtful debts. So debtors value இந்த less and the 5% நம்ம இதில் கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது 30,000 into 5 by 100 1,500. So deduct this value from the centric debtors. So you can straight away enter into the 28,500 the outer column. And then plant. So another one adjustment, plant. Plant is one of the assets value. So less depreciation at 10%. 80,000 இருந்து 10% நீங்க ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா கிடைக்கக்கூடியது 8,000. So 80,000 8,000 மைனஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா 72,000 will be entered into the outer column. So no adjustment furniture. So furniture 40,000. And then liability side, creditor 72,000. So total the asset side value that the highest value is asset side 1,76,000. The same amount be enter into the both side. So liabilities value just 72,000. 72,000 deduct from the assets value. So 1,76,000 minus 72,000, remaining 1,04,000. The difference value is known as capital. This is second year value ன்றத நம்ம இத closing capital consider பண்ணிக்கணும். So already find out the two capital value, and the last one step is ascertain profit or loss. Applying the missing information format, find out the statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st March 2018. So particulars rupees. Closing capital as on 31st March 2018 1,04,000. Add the amount of drawings to the closing capital 40,000. So 1,40,000 totally 1,44,000. Then after deduct the amount of additional capital introduced during the year. 16,000. So totally 1,28,000. 1,28,000 is known as adjusted closing capital. Ascertain profit or loss by subtracting opening capital from the adjusted closing capital. The value is remaining value is 35,200. This is a profit for the year ending 31st March 2018. Students, in this class you have learned about 4 different methods of statement of affairs. Students, same model questions are given as homework. So question number 6, 7, 8 and 9. Understand the steps. If you have any doubt, contact me. Thank you.